Subscribe to this channel if you are new and turn on the notifications to stay up to date. Welcome back, guys. I know there have been many difficulties with this live stream, but we have to fix it, I believe. And we're gonna continue with the live stream now. I hope you guys tune in. Let me check. So we are live again. This is our third episode for Weekend Special, and we've been trying to make this series work for a while. We're trying to help you guys understand the game better, and also it would allow us to have a better understanding of game. And we have had many entries for this particular stream. Also, I've included a couple of entries from yesterday from our mineral vein event. I'm gonna start from the beginning so we can understand it properly, because the previous stream actually had a couple of issues with the echo and everything going on. If you guys are joined in, make sure you press like button. I'm here to read your comments, and I'm pretty good. Ritesh, nice to see you. Make sure you mark your attendance just by pressing the like button right there. So this is the third episode, and we're gonna straight tune in to our Facebook page. First of all, I would like to introduce you to this Facebook page, that is Clash of Kings Weekend Special. By this page, we are able to get all your entries for these episodes that we are doing in this online series. So make sure you go ahead and like this page, post your entries on a weekly basis so we can give you a big shout out for that. So you can also look for my username, that is Annihilation God, in order to find this page in particular. As you see, it's at, and it actually says under the title at Annihilation God, so it would be easier for you guys to find it. So this is our link for the third episode that I posted. We're gonna start from the beginning. This is the guy who actually created a lot of mess in our last mineral vein event. I actually have a lot of footage for you guys. I would be posting it really soon, right after the KVK part 2. I'm still gonna post it, so don't worry. So this guy hit a couple of my teammates. It was pretty deadly. His name is Daffy. I think many of the Indian players actually know him, because apparently I think he's from India. So he did a couple of deadly hits right here. So his attributes are pretty amazing. I would say that you guys might not even be shocked to see this, that he did so much damage. His attributes are outstanding. It's over 1000% on all troops. Especially on the cavalry, it's 1300, so it's already very deadly. Including damage dealt by cavalry, that is over 70%. Everything is maxed up on this, and his offensive damage was 238%. His offensive damage taken also played an important role right here. It was over 200% as well. He used many non-rally buffs in order to have extraordinary damage in this hit, and he was able to do that. He did pretty crazy hit. He used the Blue Dragon skill, and he made the other guy lose over 6 million troops. Thank you, Batman, for helping me out with the stuff that was happening in the previous stream. And he is in our comment section, so make sure you guys greet him. So this guy actually used a decent layer. He included T13 infantry that is being used quite a lot. All the top players are actually using these troops right here, T13 infantry. We call it paladins. They have trial, enhancement over 50, there's blessing over 50. It's not that maxed up yet, but they're still doing pretty amazing damage. Only 91,000 of it killed over 400k. So I would say that it was pretty crazy, right? As we see, the next troop is T11 infantry. They killed over 4 million troops. I'm gonna take a moment to understand like what happened here. The infantry actually went crazy. T11 infantry killed over 4 million troops. Friggin' 4 million troops. It's more than the Griffins, as you guys see. It's pretty crazy. His T12 cavalry killed pretty decently. It was not much kills. He used only 61,000, so that was kind of obvious. We see T11 siege engines. He used 250,000 of them. He was able to kill nearly 1 million right here. I hope you guys can see all the facts and figures on your screen correctly. If there is any problem, make sure you mention it so I can be able to fix it or post these reports for you guys in comments too. And the defender, on the other hand, had Selma on his wall. It is pretty decent setup. He had the Red Dragon in order to have an extra hospital capacity. His low-level troops died. And I think that's pretty much it. Yep, he wasn't able to defend. And also I've realized that siege engines play a vital role in your defense from one of my recent friends, and I would be posting much more about it like in the coming videos. So let's move to the second report that is from the same guy. He attacked another teammate of mine. I was pretty sad about it because he was kind of brutal in the mineral vein. He was attacking everyone. They were my teammates. Obviously I had to feel bad about it, right? So this guy lost over nearly 4 million troops apart from the hospital capacity. He had pretty decent attributes. I won't say he was too strong, but his defensive was over 169%. That's pretty good. Yet he lost so much. Well, that is because of the hero that he had on wall. He actually had the legendary hero. So that was probably one of the reasons why he lost so much. The attacker used Christina. His attacking dragon included Skatha. All the top players do it. They garrison the blue dragon or Godzilla. They try to attack with Skatha in order to have extra health bonuses. That's what they're doing. He had pretty similar layering in this report as well, but his cavalry killed pretty much a lot. As you see it, it's not the T11 infantry that was the major killers here, but he still used over 200k of them. Yet the Griffins were the main killers in this report. We'll get to see why. So the defender on the wall had a legendary hero. Let me explain to you what a legendary hero is. It's not Selma, it's not Christina, but few heroes actually have a status that says legendary. As you guys see it, in my hero palace, you can see the first hero, that is the Death Knight. It actually has a status right on top of it. Like on the right side at top, you would see a legendary tag. On the Warhammer as well, you would see a legendary tag. So these heroes are majorly the legendary heroes that are the new heroes that have been reintroduced to us in this game. Apart from these basic heroes, that is Selma or Christina. So these heroes don't usually have like other attributes. So I believe that this guy, the defender, actually had probably one of these heroes on his wall. Maybe this one. I'm not sure which one it was, but it's not shown in the link reports. That's how it is. So he kind of lost a lot. He had a lot of troops. He had some T13s. He had siege engines. He had T12 siege engines. So that is what I was trying to understand since quite a while. That people who have T12 siege engines are able to defend these strong heads pretty well. And I believe that is true. The infantry is not able to kill that much if you have siege engines. That is actually a discovery that I have had recently. Especially in this report, it kind of proves it. As you see, the T11 infantry or the T13 wasn't able to kill much. But in the other report, they did. Right about here, if you see it, the T11 infantry actually wiped everything down. Why? We'll get to see here. This guy didn't have T12 siege engines in his castle as a defender, but the other guy did. So that's what is making a lot of differences here. So let's move to the third report. That is from the guy named Tony, who zeroed Ayrton a month ago or 2 months ago in the mineral vein. Everyone had reports about it. They were talking about it. It was all shook up. So let's see what he has here. So his offensive damage is what blowed my mind. He has 310% of offensive damage included with offensive damage taken over 200%. That is pretty crazy, right? And his attributes are extraordinary. His infantry attack is over 1100, his cavalry attack is over 1300, his archer attack is over 1200 again, his siege engine attack almost reaches 900 with all this setup. So that is freaking crazy. That is my response to it. If I see this guy, I'm just gonna shield. I'm not gonna play against him for sure. He spent a lot of money. He's been building his castle really smartly right here. So no one should mess with this guy, at least for now. Let's move to the next report. That is from FZE Zavi. That is the name of the attacker. He had pretty decent attributes. I won't say he's too strong. I think he had +4 equipment set. His attack is impressive. His health is really low though. But it's pretty nice hit for an average spender, I would say. He attacked this guy on the right side. Well, the right side guy actually ate the entire hit. So let's see what happened here. He had pretty decent attributes. His defensive damage is 98, a little less than 100. But they both were almost in the similar league. I think that's what happened here. Let's see. Well, his layering actually sorts and explains why he lost so badly. He used T11 infantry without enhancing them or having an extraordinary health or damage on them, and he used T12 cavalry. That's pretty much basic here. So he wasn't able to do much damage on this guy on the right side who had just the infantry troops. As we see, it was an infantry castle, not bad. It's a pretty basic report. Let's move to the next one. I've not really seen these reports. It's probably from a non-spender. It's pretty decent. He's an attacker. His name is Warrior or whatever he calls himself. He used a lot of non-rally buffs. But yeah, it's pretty impressive like how everyone is actually participating in war recently in order to post these reports on this Facebook page. So if you want to be one of them, make sure you're participating in your wars, in your events, in order to get these extraordinary reports or your personal battle reports that you can post on this Facebook page. And I would be able to give you a shout out in return for that. So let's move to the next one. Whoa, okay. This is actually pretty nice. I did not really go through all these reports recently because I don't think we had much post for this episode. So I'm just taking like whatever we had. So this guy on the left side actually had good attributes. I won't say he's too strong or too weak because everyone is having 400 plus health nowadays. So his attributes are pretty decent for nowadays. His offensive is 130. I think we can call him an average spender after looking at his offensive damage, right? So, well, if you are looking for subtitles in this stream, like I would like to notify that it might take a while in order to have the subtitles posted because I have to manually type in everything that I have said in this video and transcribe it. It's a lot of work. So make sure you guys press the like button in this stream because I put in a lot of hard work to bring in this content. So let's move forward and see what these guys had. They used T11 infantry, they used T12 cavalry. They were able to do pretty decent damage with that. Everyone used somewhat similar layering in this report. It's pretty nice. Let's see what the guy on the right had. Well, he wasn't that strong for the starters. His defensive was really low. I think he wasn't ready for the rally, so it's pretty nice. I think they caught him off guard. It's pretty nice report. Everyone participated. Many people joined in actually, as you see it. It's pretty impressive. Must be a good team. A big shout out to you guys. I hope you guys mentioned the kingdom numbers and the lord name so I would be able to give you a better shout out with all the details next time. So make sure you mention it. The more the details, the better it is. But for now, Zeus gets a big thumbs up from me. It's a pretty good report. Let's see the next one. So ABD, huh? Well, AB used to be my previous username, so nice to see that again. But I've recently changed to AG. Let me read out the comments. What do you guys have? Okay. I see 30 people watching. There are many people who are telling me which kingdom they're from. So yeah, mention which kingdom you guys are from because I'm reading the comments. I would love to know what you guys do and where you're from. Let's continue with the stream in the meantime. So this guy on the left, I believe everyone has at least 300 plus health at this moment because that is pretty much what an average spender has, including me. Even me, with my recent stats, wasn't able to reach out to 400% health, but I'm doing pretty good with 300 plus, I think, by not spending much into the game. But we would get to see if something changes in the meantime. There are people who are pissing me off, so that would be fun. So this guy actually had pretty decent attributes. He has 900% cavalry defense. He has 350 plus health. He used Blue Dragon. He had 1100 attack as well. His offensive was really low though. I think people are using Archangel set enhanced to +4 or +6. That's what everyone is doing in order to have it ready for the defense as well as the attack. But they end up losing all the offensive damage they get from the Omnipotence boot. I think it is a smart approach for some of the people, but people would beg to differ in this opinion of mine because everyone thinks differently. As the infantry is starting to get stronger, people want to focus on the Archangel or the Brutal Gladiator set. So it's very confusing what you guys want to opt for. There are many options available, but it's all up to you what you guys want to do. So as we see Christina, they're all using it even now. There is T11 infantry, T10 cavalry, T11 cavalry. Pretty decent layout. Everyone using somewhat the similar layout, I guess. It was actually a solo hit. I didn't realize it. That's not bad actually for a solo hit on a guy with infantry hero on the wall, I think. It's 300%. So as you guys see in this report, the attacker actually had decent attributes as I said before, but the defender actually had 332% of infantry health, but his cavalry health was much lower compared to it. His cavalry attack was really bad, unless he was just the infantry castle. But also I mentioned to you guys, never use this hero on your wall. Never do it. You'll be demolished in just one hit. This guy just lost with 300k march. Like, come on. You have nearly 16 million troops in your castle and you died by that. Like, you lost so much power just by someone who attacked you with 300k troops. Imagine what happens if he attacks you with 1 million. You're probably gonna die, right? So his defensive was high. Even then it didn't help just because of this small thing that he had, the infantry hero on his wall. So never do that. Just even if you're in an all infantry castle, just please, I beg you, don't use this hero because you're gonna die. I would still recommend it, like I said in the previous stream, use this hero instead. It's Wild Swordsman. It's much better than the other infantry hero. It gives you similar health, but it also gives you crit damage involved with just the health. So I think like you guys should use this hero instead. Meanwhile, we sit at 1 to 9 Kingdom. I would be posting my KVK part 2 really soon. So I hope you guys saw the first part because if you haven't, you guys must see it. It was probably one of the best times that I had in the KVKs. And we enjoyed a lot. The entire team actually killed pretty much a lot. And the king of the other kingdom, let me just swoop in and see if he's still the king. It was the Evo land. That was the kingdom name. They still have the throne, I believe. So yeah, this guy. His name was Noor. He likes to be famous. So I'm just giving him a shout out, I think. But he kind of deserves it. So I try to win as many KVKs as possible for my kingdom, although I had to do a lot of stuff in it. So let's go through the comments and see what you guys have to say. I don't see many comments, but I'm really happy to see you guys. You make my day. Well, it's really sweet of you, God of Death. Well, that's kind of my username that you stole in a different way, but it's pretty sweet. Thank you so much. Uttam Kumar, really happy to see you. Mellow Clash of Kings 587, nice to meet you too. Alexander 1247. Very nice. Ayrton. Well, I think Ayrton is online at the moment. No, he went offline. He's 1 hour offline. Make sure you press the like button on this stream because we are providing a lot of content. I'm trying to analyze reports for you guys. I don't have to necessarily do it, but I'm just making it easier for you guys not to commit the same mistakes that I have done or the other people are doing, just by giving you a correct explanation for what you should do and what you shouldn't do. So I hope you guys like this stream. Make sure you press the like button. Share this video with all your friends. Let them know that there's this guy who's actually helping us understand the game better. So I hope you guys tune in for the next episode. That would be the next week. Make sure you go to the Facebook page, submit your entries for the next episode. I'm gonna give you a shout out for that. Meanwhile, stay safe and I'll see you guys.